act right. Money don't fold, is it act right? Act right, act right. Nigga playing games, get that act right.
You've been really successful for a while and built up such a big mixtape following. This is kind of going to be your second big label debut, your new album coming out in November. You know, what's sort of different this time around?
I mean, the difference this time around is the, I think most important, the partnership that I got with L.A. Reid.
So with Epic.
Yeah, with Epic and the whole LA team, LA and the whole Epic team. It give me a chance to work hands-on with each individual department, whether it's TV, radio, marketing, digital, sales. You know, it give me a chance to experience that, which I always done on my own, being my own team.
Could you tell me a little bit more about what CMG is or does?
Yeah, I mean, CMG is it's my label. Of course, it started out as a mixtape series. I put out one mixtape series and the fans kind of, you know, wanted it. They didn't want it to go away. So they kept asking for more and more and more. And we ended up putting out several mixtapes, maybe 7 or 8. And it became the brand that they associated me with. So we went ahead and stamped that and went with it as the label.
What sort of led you to leaving Polo Grounds RCA?
I just think in sometimes in business that the relationships don't match. Not necessarily who doing what wrong. Because I feel like I learned something from every experiences that I went. TVT was the first record company that I was signed to. And you know, of course, they went bankruptcy. And at the time, I signed with them for maybe $40,000 contract. I bought myself out of that same contract for $500,000 of my own money going into the RCA deal, which I bought myself out of the RCA deal. Again, so I bought myself out of 2 contracts. To me, I just learned from both of them. You know, I learned from them that it's business more than anything. It's nothing personal, it's all business.
Right.
You know, from being an artist that signed for 40 and paid 500, they profited 460,000 off signing me just from me.
Right.
You know, but it's nothing to blame them from. I had to understand this business.
What would you say to a young rapper, a businessman, anyone who's kind of been at something for 10 years and is still, you know, still wants to stay fresh?
You got to keep reinventing yourself. You got to move when time moves. When I first started, the internet wasn't as big as it was, so I had to soon adapt to it, understand the strengths of it, the weaknesses of it, what parts of it I wanted to participate in, what parts I didn't want to, because I still feel that, with me personally, that I don't rely everything on the internet. I still think that you should do hand-to-hand comeback promotion and letting people really see you, feel you, touch you, other than just being a picture on a social site.
Who have been some really influential mentors for you?
Speaking of Birdman and Slim, they like my mentors. Like Birdman and Slim was the first people who ever gave me a deal, a deal that was strong enough for me to focus just on music. And not only that, the most valuable thing they gave me was they allowed me to be around them and run around them and pick up on how they was handling their business for years. I was running with them for maybe 3 to 5 years, maybe. And a lot of people thought I was signing them, but they just, you know, liked me and pulled me up under their wing. And I learned a lot from being around them. I traveled with them everywhere they was going, and I just learned a lot of the business.
What's sort of the most important lesson you learned from them, would you say?
That you work, and you work nonstop.